Good afternoon. Thank you for choosing Nelson Mazda. My name is Matthew. I'm going to be the certified Mazda technician taking care of your vehicle today. Your vehicle is going to be in for an oil change, a tire rotation. There's also going to be a concern about the driver's seat belt won't click and has trouble retracting. I did go ahead and take a look at that, and I did find that the driver's seat belt has internal failures, and that is not allowing for tension on that seat belt, which is not allowing it to retract in properly. So I will go ahead and recommend the replacement of that seatbelt, as that is going to be a safety hazard, and we do not want to perform repairs on that. We want to go ahead and just replace that component. I did go ahead and take a look at your buckle as well, and I did find that there's going to be internal failures inside of that buckle as well. So I will go ahead and recommend the replacement of that buckle. That is going to be another safety feature. I wouldn't want to perform any repairs on that. I would want to just go ahead and replace that. There's going to be a concern about your headlight pointing at the ground. I did go ahead and take a look at that, and we did find that there is going to be some adjustment points on those headlights. We can go ahead and perform some adjustments to make those headlights aim a little higher for you. However, I did notice that there's going to be a headlight light on the dash, which does signify that there is going to be a further problem with those headlights. I did go ahead and take a look, and I did find that your passenger front headlight is going to have internal failures, which is causing that light to be on the dash. So we are going to recommend the replacement of that headlight. But before we recommend the replacement of the headlight, we do strongly advise that we do take your Miata here to a body shop. We do have a body shop that we do recommend if you would like to talk to your advisor about that. We do notice that the vehicle has been in a front-end collision, which has caused your crash sensors. The last time you came in, we did take a look at those. And we did take a look at your headlight as well. We did find that the headlight is going to need replacement this time, as there's going to be internal failures in that, and there's going to be some key body panels, and there's going to be some damage to the body itself, and we wouldn't want to put a new headlight in there and for you to have the exact same problem. So we are going to recommend the body shop repair first, and then you can come back and get that headlight installed. There's going to be 2 recalls. One of those recalls is going to be a 6924i, which is going to have to do with your SAS module, your airbag deployment. We're going to go ahead and get that SAS module all up to date for you. And then there is going to be another recall, going to be that class action Mazda Connect. It's going to be that CSP13. That is going to have to do with your CMU and your Mazda Connect system. We are going to go ahead and inspect that system. I did go ahead and inspect it already, and I did not find anything wrong with the system except for the fact that your CMU is a little out of date. So we're going to go ahead and get that CMU all up to date for you today. We're going to go ahead and continue on with that inspection, starting out here in the rear. Went ahead and made sure that all your lights back here are illuminated properly in the green today. Moving up towards the front of the vehicle. As you do know, you are in for that headlight concern. As we do see, driver front is working properly. As we do see here, I can put my hand in between your light and your bumper here. And if we do see here on this side, I cannot do that here on this side. So there is going to be some significant body damage here. As we do see, the bumper does not line up properly. And as we do see here, those headlights do not line up properly inside of the body, which does signify that there is going to be some problem here with the structure. So we're going to recommend that we do take that Miata to the body shop, and then we replace that headlight. That's going to help fix that light on the back. Moving on in here to the engine bay, I went ahead and took a look at your brake fluid reservoir. Brake fluid reservoir, that fluid is starting to become dark, starting to become a little low, so I will go ahead and recommend that BG brake fluid system service. Service is going to go in, take out all the old brake fluid, bring in some new brake fluid, ensuring that your brake lines are all free of moisture and lubricated properly so the brake system can work as it should. Went ahead and took a look at your battery. Battery's testing 580 is 295, so that's all good and in the green today. Connections are all nice, tight, free of corrosion. I'm going to go ahead and recommend the replacement of this engine air filter today in the red. I'm also going to be recommending a BG fuel system service. Do notice that we are seeing some carbon buildup forming inside of there, so I will go ahead and recommend that. Service is going to go in through your throttle body there, cleaning it out. I will also manually go in and clean it out myself. Service is going to spray through your intake, through your fuel injectors, throughout the intake side of the motor, cleaning out all the carbon buildup that has started to form inside of those, ensuring that the motor can maintain its fuel efficiency and power. Of course, went ahead and topped off your washer fluid for you. I did go ahead and take a look at your belt and tensioner. Didn't notice any excessive wear on those, so that's all looking good in the green today. Top side of your engine, I didn't notice any leaks or damages, so that's all looking good and in the green today. I did go ahead and take a look at your coolant level, also up the level, so that's still looking wonderful in the green today. Now we can go ahead and move on here to those tire measurements. Passenger front is going to be an 11, still looking wonderful in the green today. Going to be a 5 there. We'll be recommending the replacement of that tire. Driver rear. That one is going to be a 2. We'll go ahead and recommend the replacement of that tire. And this driver front, it's going to be a 3. We'll go ahead and recommend the replacement of that tire. Now we can go ahead and get the vehicle up in the air and continue on with that inspection. All right, now that we have the vehicle up in the air, taking a look at our front brake pads, I'm going to be recommending pad and rotor replacement in the front. You go ahead and take a look at your passenger front suspension. Everything is still nice and secure, free of damages. That's in the green for now. Skid plate is all secured, so that's in the green. Driver front suspension still looking good and in the green for now. Going to be a 2 there, so I will be recommending pad and rotor replacement. I did go ahead and take a look at your exhaust system and your drive line, made sure that nothing was hanging down loose or leaking there. Everything is still looking wonderful and in the green today. The rear suspension, the passenger side is still looking all good and in the green. And taking a look at those rear brake pad measurements. Going to be a 5 here on that pass rear, so I will be recommending pad and rotor replacement in the rear. Driver rear suspension, everything is still nice and secure, free of damages, so that's in the green. And going to be a 5 back there as well, so I will be recommending pad and rotor replacement. All right, that is going to conclude my full circle inspection. The service advisor should be with you shortly. Thank you for choosing Nelson Mazda, and I hope you have a blessed day.